Hi guys, it's Erin, and I'm here with the Use It Up results, or Use It Up number 4 results video. I don't know why I cannot do this title for the things. I'm going to make this quick because my battery appears to be dying on my camera. But I have 4 layouts with this kit and 1 card. So I actually didn't get a whole ton out of it, which is surprising. But I used a bunch of scraps on the layout, so that's probably why. This here's the first layout. I ended up using that yellow lattice print as a background and then covering up parts of it to kind of tone it down, which I think it worked out pretty good. This is about Gambit really enjoying my scrapbooking because she got to play with the plastic bags, which she loves, and she got a box every month to sleep in because I started out as a member of Club Scrap when I first started scrapping in January 2004. So, this is from, or not January, July. Starts with a J, same thing, right? So, yeah, this is from August, so that's her first pizza box that she got to lay in. And then there's this layout from actually 2 days before I was married. Mike and I had taken a trip back to, Miller Creek. It's actually a middle school in Northern California, and there's a big creek by there, and so we took a bunch of pictures of the creek, and then he took pictures of me on the swing sets and stuff. So I was just talking about how it was interesting to be back in a place that I had known so well when I was a kid. So, and I'm only 19 there, so it's not exactly like I wasn't a kid there too, but and this one's all about Mike. There's a swear word on it, so if you don't like swear words, don't read it too hard. But it's talking about how when he plays his video games, he's actually right behind me in the living room, and I'm in the kitchen. So whenever he plays his console games, I'm privy to all his, random shouting when he plays with his friends. And, even stuff like, "Can you hear me now?" Because that thing just never seems to want to connect, which is funny. And I thought it was a good way to use these speech bubbles, because I kept thinking, well, maybe I could just flip it over and use this side, because it's not too bad of a pattern, but in the end, I really wanted to use these speech bubbles in some sort of way, so I thought, him on his headset would work really good for that one. And I kept the colors really simple after that, and sort of a blocky kind of a layout for Boyd Page, air quote. And then for the last one, I went in a completely other direction, right? I flipped over most of the paper. I flipped this over because originally I was going to use this, but it was so dark and I didn't like how ornate the frames are. That's just not my style. And it was getting really too hard to work with, and I'm like, well, I could cover it up, and it's like, well, then you're just totally wasting the paper. And then I flipped it over, I'm like, ooh, this is a nice color. So it doesn't match with anything in the kit, but I was having such a hard time with the colors in the kit, and, the darkish blue and the tealish blue, so I'm like, let's just go with this. And I flipped over one of the yellows, and it had this pattern on it, so I'm like, okay, that adds a white and a pop. And I added die cuts from Heidi Swap and a couple of feather stickers, and this is basically talking about how Gambit was the first cat that I had that wasn't, like a sibling or a friend, because I had a cat with my girlfriend. I've known her since we were 5, but we got a cat when we lived together, and she, her mom bought it for us, but, she owned the front half and I owned the back half, kind of a thing. But she ended up staying with her family. So when I moved in my own house and I got my own cat, and it's like, well, she finally made me mommy. Now she was the first animal to know me as mommy, and now Vigo and Sirius know me as mommy and Mike as daddy, because they're the only kids we're gonna have. So this is basically talking about how this was the day that she made me mommy, instead of just like an official pet parent kind of a thing. And I actually really like this layout. So, and I made one card, that was it. Look, done. I mean, I could put like a thank you or something like that. Nothing too fancy, but I'd like to keep my cards without sentiments until I know who they're going to, so that way I have cards for all occasions. So that's it. 4 layouts and 1 card, and all done in 1 day, which I was actually pretty impressed with myself. So I hope you like these layouts, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.